Shaking my friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shay. Today we are going to talk about all of the books I'm excited to release in the month of June. If you don't know how I do these new releases, I'm just going to tell you the date that the book comes out, the title, the author, things like that, and maybe what led me to read the book. So this will be a short video. I do have quite a few releases coming out in the month of June. I have my handy dandy computer down here, so I will be looking at that, and we will just hop right to it. June is my birthday month, so coming out on my birthday, on June the 4th, is The Wren in the Holly Library by K.A. Lind. Now, I do think that this release actually got pushed back a couple of times, but this is a darker shade of magic meets Six of Crows, and that's all I needed to hear. I think it is a fantasy romance, but I like the cover as well. Also coming out on June the 4th is Such a Bad Influence by Olivia Muenter. I don't know if I said that right, but what happens when one of the first child stars of the social media age grows up and goes missing? So a little bit of a mystery thriller, a little bit of social media element going on to it. And then lastly, on the 4th, we have Service Model by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which is his newest release. I swear he releases a book like every freaking couple of months. This is when a domesticated robot gets a nasty little idea downloaded into their core programming, they murder their owner. So we have AI versus human. That's certainly not a new concept, but interested to read that. Now moving on to June the 11th, we have Running Close to the Wind by Alexandra Rowland. Now I wanted to read her, I think it's A Taste of Iron and Gold, which I haven't gotten to yet, but I do own. And this is Avra Helvachi, former field agent of the Irasti Ministry of Intelligence, has accidentally stolen the single most expensive secret in the world. And the only place to flee with a secret that big is open sea. Pirates, queer, romance. Hello. Those are all the buzzwords. I'm definitely looking for more pirate books. Yes. Also coming out on the 11th is The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. And all I know about this one, and all I know about romance tropes, is this is enemies to lovers. And that's one of my favorite tropes, and I have enjoyed Catherine Center in the past. Then we got Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. Now, me and Paul Tremblay don't necessarily get along the best, but I love this cover. Obsessive, psychologically chilling, and suspenseful twist on the cursed film that breathlessly builds to an unforgettable, mind-bending conclusion. So obviously it's about the horror movie itself, and I think they're going to make a horror movie and things are going to happen. I don't know. And then we're going to move on to June the 18th, where we have Masquerade of the Heart by Katie Rose Poole. So this is, I can't remember the first book in the series. I read it last year. What is it? I can't remember, but I really did enjoy it, and it's the conclusion to that duology. Then we have, still on the 18th, we have Rake's Fall by Vajra Chandrasekhara. I may have butchered that, but it's a nice pink cover, I believe. Groundbreaking standalone science fiction epic about two souls bound together from here until the end of time. So sci-fi epic love story. That's the vibes I'm getting. I like this cover. It's a very bright and vibrant. And then we have The Midnight Feast by Miss Lucy Foley. And I did not read the last release by Lucy Foley, but I did read and enjoy the guest list. So she's back on my list. And this is The Manor Opens, The Founder, The Husband, The Mystery Guest, The Kitchen Help. Everyone has an agenda, everyone has a past, but not everyone will survive. So she typically has like these locked doors, lots of characters, and don't know who done it kind of style mysteries, thrillers, and I tend to love those. Also on the 18th, we have We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kluwer, soon to be a Netflix original movie starring Blake Lively. There's Blake Lively again, about two homeowners whose lives are turned upside down when the house's previous residents unexpectedly visit. So I think this is also a mystery thriller. Then we have the next Riley Sager novel, Middle of the Night, on the 18th. A man must contend with the long ago disappearance of his childhood best friend and the dark secrets lurking just beyond the safe confines of his picture perfect neighborhood. So I don't like to know a lot about my mystery thrillers. This is just like a so-so cover to me. It doesn't spark any really interest in me, but still excited to read it. So moving on to the 24th, which is a weird date. I don't know if this is accurate, but this is going to be Bloodguard by Ceci Robson. And this is also an enemies to lovers romantasy, I believe. I don't know much more than that. I've seen this cover floating around everywhere since like the beginning of time. Then we're moving on to the 25th. We have Foul Days by Genoveva Demova. All I know, it's a Slavic fantasy. And I haven't read that many Slavic fantasies, but I feel like that could be my jam. Then we have A Novel Love Story, which is the new release by Miss Ashley Poston. I haven't read any of Ashley Poston yet, but her books always end up on my radar. This one is when her car unexpectedly breaks down on the way. She finds herself stranded in a quaint town that feels like it's right out of a novel, because it is. So basically a novel is going to come to life, I think, which is why it's called A Novel Love Story. And finally, in the month of June, we have The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. Love this cover. Love the eyeball. Horror, I think, feminist psychological horror about the making of a female serial killer from a Korean American perspective. So that's what I have coming out in June. These are the books that will go into my new releases jar that I pull out of for my TBR every single month. And what are you looking forward to? Have you read any of these as ARCs? Is there any releases that I'm missing that you're excited to read? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.